Hey guys, welcome to another video at Ground Zero Vibes where we discuss real topics that help us make better decisions in life. I wish I had a me when I was making my mistakes, so I'm here for you. I already did it, so you don't have to. In this video, we're going to be discussing why you need to trust him before you give him a family, before you make an instant family with him. It's very important that you give your relationship with this man some time before you start making babies. If this is going to be the man in your life and you have children with him, or you already have pre-existing children, and he's going to be the man in your life, he's going to be disciplining your children as he should, you need to be able to trust him. You are taking on a relationship with a man, but you are still wanting to operate in masculine mode, meaning that you're taking away from him what a man represents, which is discipline. You're not allowing him to discipline your children. That ain't right. Many times we don't allow the man to discipline the children because we don't trust him. Now, how much sense does it make to have a baby or start a family with a man that you don't trust? Now, I know as individuals, we can't put 100% trust in anyone. We have to always have contingency plans, and we have to know that people are just people and they're going to sometimes have their own agendas and do their own things. But what I'm talking about is when we jump quickly into relationships with men and start pushing out babies for them, and we have absolutely zero trust for them. We don't trust that he's going to pick up the phone. We don't even trust that he's going to text us back. We don't trust that he's going to be there the time that he said he's supposed to be there. We don't trust anything that he says. We don't trust anything that he does. And therefore, we don't trust him to be the leader in the relationship. That makes absolutely no sense. This is because we don't give ourselves time to feel the man out, to pay attention to his patterns, pay attention to his words against what he does. There is no time in between, hey, how you doing? I like you, to when is the baby coming out the cooch? I've been seeing these instant families and these pop-up baby mamas, and there's no way that this man could have been through the series of tests that it takes for you to gain some sort of trust in him, for him to lead your family. But the real truth of the matter is this. Many of us as women have been in survival mode for so long and was raised on survival mode until we don't know that we are supposed to trust the man. It didn't occur to us that he is supposed to be the one that is leading me. I am supposed to submit to his leadership. That's what submit mean. It don't mean get in the bathtub and throw rose petals in the tub and kiss his feet and all that other bullshit. That's not what submission is. Submission is allowing a man to operate in his full masculinity, which is leading your family unit, which is relying on him for sustainability, which is being a mate to him and relying on you both for the legacy of your family. You have to trust him to some sort of degree for that. But many of us aren't even thinking that long term before we start opening our legs and letting them bust up the club. If you know what I'm talking about. You have to give relationships time to develop. You have to see people for what they are. Don't think that they're going to go somewhere so fast so you have to hurry up and give them a baby before they leave you. Trust me, the baby is the quickest way to get him to leave you if he had plans on not staying anyway. Nothing runs a man away like a baby for a woman that he didn't like or didn't 100% want to build with. You have to be able to trust him. You have to be able to run scientific tests on this man to see if he's even trustable. It would make sense that way, wouldn't it? We see a man, we select a man, and we be with him, just you and him. You run a series of tests, the same test that he's running on you, because trust and believe, he's testing you. Men are good at running tests on women. I just don't even understand why we don't have many tests of our own. He's running tests on you. You're running absolutely none on him. So he's running tests on you, and you're giving him your whole world, your womb, your everything, your creation, your creativity, your life force. You're giving him everything. And yet, you don't even know if you can trust him to be there tomorrow. You don't even know if you can trust any of his words. You are giving him the world, a legacy. You're giving him offspring. You're giving him copies of himself. And it's hard for you to get a text back from this man. Don't you know that if you have a baby by him, you got to be able to trust him. You got to be able to drop everything and put your trust and vulnerability in his leadership. That's the way it's supposed to go. He's not just supposed to be some sort of sperm donor. He's supposed to be your man. And then you wonder why he can easily just dip out. And that's because you've not done the homework and making sure that he even wants to be your man. Sure, he'll be your baby daddy because then he get to come around and tap that whenever he feels good and ready to. He get to still have a portion of your life and still be connected to you in a way, which is through the child. He'll be your baby daddy. But that doesn't mean that he wants to be your man. That doesn't mean that he wants to lead you. So if he doesn't want to lead you, don't you think you need to know that before you give him something to lead? Yeah, it would make sense that way. First, figure out if the man wants you. Figure out if the man likes and loves you. Then, once he's passed a series of tests on a long-term basis where you got to see him in all seasons and see him when he's mad and see him when money is funny and see how he acts when he has to choose between you and other people. Then you marry him and then you give him a baby. And then by then, because you would have put him through a series of tests, science would show you that likely you can trust this man. So when he goes hollering at them kids, you're not sitting there like, no, you can't yell at my baby. Don't yell at my baby. Don't yell at my kids. My kids, my kids, my kids. You'll be out of masculine mode and out of survival mode and able to trust your man to lead. But you can't do that when you're having these microwave families and these microwave relationships and these, I was with him for 2 months and then we had a baby. You don't even know that man. And he probably don't give a damn about you. And you don't know that. You're thinking that by having a baby, it's going to make him give a damn about you more or grow a damn for you. But it doesn't. Like I said before, men know how to compartmentalize things. They'll have you in a whole different compartment than what you think you are. And you're thinking you're his entire world and you're just in a compartment. Okay, he puts you in baby mama category. And guess what? A man doesn't have to have just one baby mama. So you want to see where this is all going before you load him down with a baby, with a responsibility, with a family, and with yourself. Because, sister, if he doesn't like you, the clean break is, okay, well, I'll just go ahead on about my business. We don't have a baby to co-parent for. I don't have to see this person ever again. Clean break, right? That's if you don't hurry up and have a baby with him before you get to know him and get to know his leadership and get to know whether or not you can likely trust him. All right. So let's start taking our times. Let's take our times a little bit. Let's be with people for a little bit longer before we start sharing DNA with them. Let's see what it be like first. All right. Like and subscribe. I'll check you later. Happiest
off and